The world is transitioning very quickly. With the advent of fast internet connection and immense data storage capabilities, digitization was destined. Governments across the globe are trying to digitize their countries expeditiously. Around 80% of the 66 responding central banks said they have begun working on central bank-issued digital currency in some form. As many countries today explore the prospects of a sovereign digital currency, India should not lag behind in developing digital rupee. So what exactly is a digital rupee? Is it like Bitcoin? The digital rupee is central bank digital currency which uses electronic records to represent the national currency of a country in digital form. It is very contrasting from Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency as it is going to be centralized and will have the backing of the Reserve Bank of India. Unlike this, cryptocurrencies are known for their anonymity. There is no underlying value in a cryptocurrency and their value is purely based on demand and supply. Basically, Bitcoin has value only as much as people's belief in it. The value of central bank digital currency will be guaranteed by the central bank of the country, that is RBI. Bitcoin has exhibited characteristics of a bubble with drastic price run-ups and a craze of media attention. It is difficult to predict the future unless you have a crystal ball, of course. Let us just wait and see what fate has in store for cryptocurrencies. Coming back to digital currencies, out of all the countries, it is China that is arguably leading the world in developing a national digital currency, digital yuan. It aims at replacing a part of cash in circulation. In our upcoming video, we will be talking more about China's evil digital currency plan in detail. Before proceeding, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. This will really encourage us to make more such videos. The need for digital currency is imminent as it will enable smooth international transactions, hopefully without any transaction charge. It will also make the users turn away from physical cash that is sometimes unaccounted for in our economy. It will help to curb tax evasion, terrorist financing, or corruption in India. As the currency will be directly controlled by the RBI, the stimulus and monetary schemes of the government, as were proposed in COVID, will be easy to implement as it will rule out the dependency on financial institutions and banks for the disbursements of funds. This will lead to increased financial inclusion and time saving. The advent of digital currencies will also prevent cryptocurrencies from being currencies of choice. Although big-name companies and investors like Tesla, PayPal, Goldman Sachs are pouring their money into cryptocurrencies, the credibility that the central bank of the country provides is unmatched. But there are many arguments against digital currencies. The digital infrastructure required for such a currency has to be enormous, as the volume of transactions is going to be considerable. Apart from this, privacy is another key concern, as it could potentially end up becoming the ultimate surveillance tool in the hands of the government. The greatest impact of this is going to be felt by commercial banks. The role of commercial banks is to provide financial services to their customers in the form of credit and transaction systems. The implementation of all the monetary policies right now is done by commercial banks. The upcoming digital rupee will represent a direct claim on the central bank, that is the Reserve Bank of India. The RBI will have a direct presence in payments and transactions which were earlier done through commercial banks. The banks could be thrown out of business as RBI will directly deal with the currency distribution. Apart from this, the task of creating money in our country is in the hands of these commercial banks. To understand how banks create money, we need to understand the concept of fractional reserve banking. Fractional reserve banking is a banking system in which banks only hold a fraction of the money their customers deposit as reserves. This allows them to use the rest of it to make loans and thereby create new money. These loans earn interest for the bank, which is more than the interest that the bank pays to its customers. This is how banks earn and create a money supply. If digital currencies are introduced, the commercial banks will have less money with them, leading to lesser loans and hence lesser income of the bank. The financial stability of our economy could also be disturbed. The medium of exchange had been constantly changed over history, from bartering to precious metals to currency notes and now digital currency. This new medium of exchange might or might not survive. It will depend on how the course of humanity develops in the future.